In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can take an original piece of music from one recording platform, bounce your music down, and add the music into iTunes, and then share your music as a ringtone using an option in GarageBand. So right here I have a session up of a song that I wrote a little while ago. Still needs some vocals and some other work done, but I recorded everything here in Pro Tools. And what you would do, obviously, is go through and mix the levels the way you want. Set the panning, whether or not you want something more to the left or right. And let's say that I'm happy with all the volumes of all the instruments and where everything is set in the stereo field. And again, this is a song that I wrote, that I recorded, I played everything. So the copyright belongs to me because it's in a fixed format right now, meaning that it's out of my head and you can actually listen to it and see it. And the first step would be you would bounce your track down. So you would go up to File and Bounce to Disk. Or you could just hit Option Command B as well. And make sure that the file type is WAV. We're going to make it stereo interleaved 16:44:1, which is the CD standard. And then I'm going to hit Bounce, and that will bring up another dialog box of where I'm going to save it to. So I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I'm just going to call it Moody Ringtone, just so I know what it is. And then I would hit save, and that would be the first step of the process. And the bounce is going to take as long as your original song is. So it could be 30 seconds or it could be 10 minutes. It all depends on how long your composition is. So as you can see, I have my ringtone, or the song that I bounced down, is on my desktop, and I want to add that to my iTunes library. And the easiest way to do that is just open up iTunes and then go into File, and I'm going to add the song to my library. Choose it on my desktop. So again, I'm choosing the Moody Ringtone Wave, choose, and there it is. Now the next step is to open up GarageBand, and I'll show you how you can share your song as a ringtone. So the final step is to open up GarageBand and bring in that song that you mixed down or bounced down to disk and turn it into a ringtone. And the easiest way to do that is I've already sent it to iTunes, so I can open up my inspector here, my media browser, and you can see that I have my ringtone already set right here. And I'm just going to drag it right into GarageBand, which imports my file. And it's going to bring in a new track, and it's going to set up the waveform as well. Now the other thing you need to do is you need to turn on the region cycle, or cycle region function. And ringtones can only be about 40 seconds long. So I'm going to bring this over here and just trim it so it's right at the beginning of the song. And then I'm going to trim this back a little bit so it's less than 40 seconds. And I can play it. And so you can see it's the same song, and I can hear it back here in GarageBand. So the way I'm going to send it out as a ringtone is I just go up to Share, and I'm going to send the ringtone to iTunes. It's going to create a mixdown. It's going to convert it. And you can see it reopened up iTunes for me automatically, and it created the ringtone in my ringtone section. And now when I plug in my iPhone and put sync on, I will have this ringtone of a song that I wrote downloaded to my own phone. And that's how you create a ringtone using recording software and bringing it into GarageBand and exporting it out as a ringtone.